The three witches, also known as the Weird Sisters, play a vital role in Shakespeare's Jacobean play Macbeth. Without them, the story would never have happened. All three witches have supernatural powers in which they use to feed the easily manipulated Macbeth with ambition. The witches in Macbeth are present in only 4 scenes of the play, but Macbeth's fascination with their motives create much of the play's action. The three witches first appear with thunder and lightning. Shakespeare uses pathetic fallacy to create the supernatural atmosphere in which they agree to meet later with Macbeth. Throughout the Jacobean era, the witches are portrayed as evil, morose, and tempestuous. Witches were commonly known for having supernatural powers and would have used it for the purpose of self-satisfaction. In his Jacobean play Macbeth, Shakespeare distinguishes the three witches from the rest of the characters when they speak, because all the sisters speak in the form of couplets, a sing-song kind of way. Shakespeare tries to make a distinct difference from the way they speak. This adds a sense of fear, anticipation, and darkness. For example, the line, "Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble." This is a form of a couplet. The witches do not tell Macbeth directly to kill King Duncan. Instead, they use a subtle form of temptation when they tell Macbeth that he is destined to be king. By placing this thought in his mind, they effectively guide him on the path to his own destruction. This follows the pattern of temptation which many believe the devil used at the time of Shakespeare. The witches argued, a thought is put in man's mind, then the person may either indulge in the thought or reject it. Macbeth chooses to indulge in it while Banquo rejects it. The witches have a great role in influencing the decision and actions of Macbeth. In the opening scene, the witches say, "Fair is foul and foul is fair." In the next, while Macbeth is returning from the battlefield, he also says, "So foul and fair a day I have not seen." The common phraseology between the two is unmistakable. There seems to be some sort of spiritual link between them. Moreover, we notice how Shakespeare relates the three witches' characteristics to three sisters in Greek mythology, the ones who decide a human's fate by cutting their string. Both groups of witches toy with human lives, deciding their fate. In relation to their engagement with other characters in the play, the three witches also give Macbeth a sense of security, more than urging or tricking him in committing murders. After giving Macbeth a sense of security, it is his tragic flaw of blind ambition that brings down upon his own downfall and not the witches. It is at this point that the words of the witches had sunk too deep in the mind of Macbeth, and he becomes implacable in his desire to overthrow the king, and he focuses on the act of regicide and hatred. Macbeth then automatically started to do terrible things and was not worried about the consequences. For example, he viciously sent out men to slaughter Macduff's whole family and servants at his castle while Macbeth was hiding. Ultimately, the three witches merely let Macbeth what is to come, and it is Macbeth's decision to make it happen or not. The three sisters bring the story to life by creating a conflict in the play. They do not trick Macbeth to killing King Duncan, nor do they urge him to. They just let him know and it goes on from there. The three witches add an element of prophecy and supernatural to the play.